one thing that I wanted to share on here is sowing. That's something that sometimes I forget to do, but I was recently reflecting, and we sow with a purpose. What does that mean? Right? You're investing. With your tithe, you're investing in the Lord. It's like investing into a stock, right? If you knew that Tesla was going to skyrocket in the early days, you would have invested and you would have been rich by now, right? But you're investing into good ground that's guaranteed for return. Guaranteed. So you're investing, and you give it a purpose. You give your seed a purpose. Why? Because God is faithful. It's all about relationship. It's all about relationshiping with Him. And by giving your seed a purpose, you have something you have use for, right? We don't have any needs, but we have things we have use for. A new job, a new car, something for the kids, something for the wife, whatever it is that you need, a new house. So bring your seed and invest, because guess what? You're bringing in a tithe, but it's going to be multiplied 100-fold. And the best part is, when the Lord gives, He gives without sorrow. And I remember for a long time, I really wanted a truck. I really wanted to buy a pickup truck, but the ones I wanted were all really expensive. For as long as I could remember, it was like I couldn't even come close to affording a truck. And so, I started coming here. They shared, hey, sow your seed, sow with a purpose. Name that seed, right? And so I did. I was like, you know what? I was faithful with it. And one key thing to remember is write it down. Write down the thing that you're naming, and be specific about it too. Be specific about what you want. I wanted a truck. I knew that for sure. But as I sowed seed, I remember someone here was speaking like, dude, be specific about what you want. And so I was like, okay, what do I really want, right? Because we're asking God for a job, and God will give you a job, and you'll be like, oh, but really I wanted this kind of job. Well, you didn't ask, right? You weren't specific. You just wanted a job, right? So God wants to be specific. And so when you're specific and you write down what you want, it's going to be the most amazing thing when you find it. When you see it, when you find the job listing, when you see the truck for sale, whatever it is you're looking for, the house for sale, and it's boom, 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 boom. It fits all the criteria that you wrote down, that you've been asking for. For a fact that's yours. And the thing is, with all the things that I sowed, put a purpose on my seed for, it was tested. I found this truck. I remember I was looking for a truck for like a year. I had written out I wanted a white color, this color interior, all these specs. I was specific about it, right? And so it made it that much easier to say, no, that's not the one. No, that's not the one. No, that's not the one. And so when the one came, I knew. I was like, dude, this is the truck. Like everything just fit. And it was like, that's it. That's the one. But there was one thing. It was like $6,000 over, I've been searching for a truck for like a year. This thing was like $6,000 more than all the rest of them, right? And it even said on the listing, like it's overpriced. And so I was like, well, Lord, I have a feeling I could just see it. That's the truck. But if it was like $5,000 less, I'd buy it, right? And so fast forward like 2-3 months, I got an email, and it was like, hey, this truck that you were looking at dropped in price by like $4,000. I was like, that's it. I knew it. This was the truck. It dropped $4,000. That's it. I'm getting it. I called the dealership. It was in Montana. I was willing to fly out there. I was willing to pick it up and drive it home. I was really excited about doing that. And the guy said that it had a recall on it. So it needed some kind of repair that was covered by the truck company, Dodge Ram. And they said they couldn't release the truck until that part got fixed. So I could buy it, I could pay for it, but I couldn't take it home until they fixed the part. Well, this was during COVID, and the whole, there was a interruption in car parts, there was this delay, and so the part was just on back order. They didn't have it, And so I didn't feel like flying out to Montana to pay for the truck, then flying home without it, right? I wanted to fly down there, take the truck, drive it home. So I said, okay, Lord, I know this is my truck, and I'm trusting you on it, but I'm going to hold off. And so I actually gave them like $1,000 to hold the truck for me, because they said once they fix it, I have 2 days to fly in and pick it up, or else they put it on the market to sell it. Well, so basically it was like 1 month, 2 months, and then I saw the listing again, and it was for sale, so they didn't take it down as if, I had the down payment on it. They didn't take it down, but in fact, the price fell even more. And my dad was like, dude, they're selling your truck. I bet you they're gonna take your money. They're not even gonna give it back to you. They took your $1,000 and blah, 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 and all this. And I'm like, getting all fired up because he's getting me heated, and the Lord's like, no, you put the purpose, everything about it just aligned besides just these details. And so I was like, be patient. And so as I waited, they put the truck up for sale, and it dropped another $2,000 or $3,000 in price, a total of like $7,000. And then the truck, the part came in, I flew in, it was ideal, it was perfect. And the fact that I didn't call in and freak out about the fact that, hey, you guys are still selling the truck, allowed it to drop $2,000 more in price. And I was able to fly in, and it's been an absolute blessing in my life ever since. And so I have a few other testimonies like that, but sow your seed with a purpose. I'm telling you, this stuff works. And like I said, God gives, riches without sorrow.